Okay, so the final episode of Gotham ever aired today. The final episode of season 5 and of this show. And I expect a lot from this final episode. There's already been like Reddit leaks and leaked images, and there's actually a full-length, 30-second promo of the Joker, so I expect to see a finished Joker look. The other seasons they've been they've been at least concentrating a lot on Penguin's arc and just building his character and building his league, just building his confidence and all of that. And like the other seasons have like dedicated a lot of time to his character and Riddler going insane because Edward Nigma, like he has this like different personality to it that is like the pure Riddler side. Other than that, the other seasons have also focused quite a lot of time on. They focused a lot of time on Jeremiah and Jerome, which is the same person technically. But yeah, I mean, I expect so much. Like, this is the end of a show. And just fun fact here, Avengers Endgame and Gotham Season 5 Episode 12 came out on the same week, and they're both the end of something. Like, Avengers Endgame, that's the end of the Avengers trilogy, and Gotham Season 5 Episode 12 is the end of Gotham ever. This is the final episode. There would be no longer Season 6. That will not be happening. Season 5 is the end of these characters. The end of these characters. So, and the end of the show as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this episode, and I thought I would just do a you watch it with me, because I haven't done this for a while, and Gotham means well to me. This season has been pretty good. I really liked the Ace Chemicals. I think I was episode 7 or 8 from memory. I really liked that episode, because it's just like that Ace Chemicals thing. It's such a rare piece of the Joker's origin, and it's a big part of his character as well. And I've been building to the Joker, so I hope I get at least a fair amount of Joker in this. But anyways, I'm gonna click play. Let me go full screen. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna click play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I really like the Ace Chemicals episode, because it's like the first stage is Jerome, second stage is Jeremiah, and then third stage is like full-blown Joker. That's what we'll be getting in this. Like, so there's been Reddit leaks, and there was like a promo I think 2 weeks ago. I think it was during the 2-week break between these two episodes, between episode 14 and 15. There was like 2-week break. I think they aired between that. I think it aired on April Fool's Day. And I thought that was the perfect day to do it. So, yeah, I cannot wait to see the Joker in action. I think Cameron Monaghan, is just so great in this. So, I'm curious to know how they wrap up all these characters' arcs, all their stories, all their characters and all that. It's gonna be quite interesting just to see how they wrap up this show. Like 5 years building to this. So I expect some full characters, it's like their full form, like Joker. Maybe like full-blown Riddler with like the question mark suit, like something like the Batman Forever suit kind of, with all the question marks on it, because that's like full-blown Riddler, and just like that whole thinking mind of his. I'd like to see like that type of Riddler, and I'd like to see like the overweight Penguin that's in the comics. I'd like to see the final of that. 10 years later. Oh yeah, this episode was the time jump. So yeah, like Bruce Wayne, he's like now 10 years older now, and everybody is. Oh, nice. Like Jim Gordon now has a mustache. I suppose that's because of the 10-year jump. Like, what's happened during those 10 years? Because now just thinking about it, Bruce Wayne put Jeremiah into Ace Chemicals when he was just young, and now it's 10 years later, so he would already be the Joker. So I might be overthinking that, but yeah, I don't know. Wait, what? Bruce Wayne's returning home. Where'd he go? Must have been like training or something. And there's been like those like leaks for like the Batman suit as well. So there's there's a lot that this episode it has to pay off, just like Endgame had to. There's like a lot of pressure put on this last episode to end characters' arcs, to end the show. So there's a lot relying on this episode. Bullock hasn't really looked like he's changed that much. Hey, Barbara's running a big building now. Like a big tower, nice. Unless Jim and Barbara are now dating. Did I watch the last episode? I did not remember. There's so many episodes of the show. It's hard to even think of it. But yeah, I'm a huge Batman nerd, and just DC fan in general. So I'm excited to see how they wrap up this show. There's a very this little Jim Gordon moment right there, where he leans up and says ice cream. I thought it was really good. And well, when did Nigma get in prison? I don't remember any of this happening. I don't remember any of this, to be honest. I did not. I don't think I watched the last episode. Oh shit. Oh shit. Could it be? Good description. He's been a vegetable for a decade. Yeah, I really like actually the makeup on Jeremiah's face. It's all screwed up because he found the chemicals, so that would have been messed with his brain, but also his face, because that's what chemicals do. Is first of all to burn his skin, so push it in, and yeah, that's why his face is like that. So that's good. But I haven't done one of these You Watch It With Me in quite a while. since Ghost Rider, I think. I think that was the last one I did, or Batman Ninja. I think it was Ghost Rider though. So I mean, it's like, I don't have like, I can't upload these all the time. I only just have these rare occasions. Like for this show, it's the final episode, so I was like, I haven't seen it yet, so why the hell not do you watch it with me? I want to try and release more content on my channel. More you watch it with me is more of these newer segments I'm starting up on my channel. There's a couple of updates that I want to give just while watching this episode, just to, keep you updated, I guess. So yeah, I recently premiered and uploaded my spoiler talk for Avengers Endgame. That's on my channel right now. So if you have seen Avengers Endgame, make sure you check out my spoiler talk. I go in depth with all the spoilers. It's like I kind of talk about the whole film just as a general. I talk about the beginning, just all the spoilers, because there's so much to talk about in that movie. 45-minute talk just about spoilers. So yeah, go check out that video. Along with my X-Men Dark Phoenix and Sleepaway Camp review, and my X-Men Dark Phoenix final trailer reaction and thoughts video. Nice skills, I can say that. Nice skills, Catwoman. This is like very classic to the Batman the animated series. I think this scene really captures the Catwoman character very well, because that's her. She kind of sneaks into buildings. She doesn't really get caught. She has those tactics. She has those skills. She's very flexible, and so yeah, that's kind of her character. It looks like she's in the full-blown, Catwoman suit. Really like that. It's actually played by a different actress. I don't know her name, but it's not played by I know her name. I just cannot remember. But yeah, it's played by a different actress this time around. Because of the 10-year time jump, so they have to renew some characters with a different actress. Like that little teaser of the Batman, where it's just like you see a little bit of his cape in the corner of the screen, and really like that little tease. So it's definitely building to something epic, which I cannot wait to see the end of this episode. What is that Alfred? Oh no, it's not. No, never mind. I was about to say, whoa, but no, that's not Alfred. I suppose Alfred is his butler, so. So yeah, I won't be going in and just like editing like the shit out of this video, like cut like I do with my usual videos, because it's already like long enough. So I won't be like dragging it on and just just like cutting it just so it's a very distracting video. I just want this video to flow all nice, so I won't be going in and just like just like editing this, because like I said, I don't have that type of time really anymore. I think in these last couple of weeks I've been able to just get back into making videos because I had a month break. So I made the videos I want to make. I did the reaction to the Child's Play trailer, which I'm so glad I did that, because my reaction to that I think is priceless. I think it's great. I wonder if in this episode we'll get like one of those very like fancy, like Enigma puzzle traps where like in like Arkham City style, where it's all set up, and if you take one wrong step, you're dead. Like one of those very like Riddler style puzzles that you have to solve, like diddle diddle diddle, riddle me this, it's just like those kind of things that were in Batman Arkham City. Hey, finally got the top hat, nice. And he's got like the whole glass eye there as well. So nice. And yeah, he's got the top hat. He's the penguin that we kind of know and love. Plus, Penguin, like in the comics and all that, he's like a killing machine. It's like no second chances. Really, if you lie first time, you're dead the second time. So that's kind of him. Is he's not so forgiving. I think he says with like all over it. Like I did definitely have I did have some on my own, just some of my own personal problems with this show, which I don't know if I will do a season five like full on review. I'm kind of doing this, which I just keep my thoughts as I'm talking as we're watching the episode. So yeah, I might do that. But some of the problems I did have is just like some villains in the show. For like example, Killer Croc, who we got a couple of different we got a couple of different incarnations of Killer Croc throughout these past 3 seasons, I think. Since in actually in season 3 we got our first incarnation, and throughout these other 2 seasons we've got a different incarnation. So I wish that it could have actually had just like a whole like, oh yes Batman, yes Batman. So okay, so it's not because Batman has not exactly teamed up with Jim Gordon yet. I don't think Jim Gordon knows who Batman is yet, and he's just still trying to figure it out. He's just still trying to find a way to, like really resolve himself to the series, just show his true self, show the Batman to the city and all that. So you really like that thing. But I mean, just like I've been like Killer Croc, I feel like that could have been at least a 3 to 4 episode arcs, right? Dedicated to his origin and him just as a villain. And then this final episode could have dealt with all the villains and then becoming the final stages. I mean, yeah, it's just some of those types of villains. So yeah, Killer Croc, we got different incarnations. I wish we could have seen like a final stage of his character. I mean, Killer Croc is like the best. And Two-Face, Harvey Dent, he was in like 2 episodes or something, and it's like we didn't even see even half of the Two-Face character. We saw him flip a coin, but that was the only reference we actually got to Harvey Dent, to Two-Face. So I mean, it's just like those little villains and just those little moments. They mean so much to this show. Looks like Penguin's pissed at Jim. And like I actually love that scene because it actually goes back to like season 1 there. Or is it season 2, I think? So you really like that scene there. It's just like it's late. It's like freaking 8:41. Had a rough day making some videos today. So yeah. Just tired. But I mean, I would take any time out of my day to watch this episode. Just to see how they conclude everything, just to see, like the final stages of villains, to see them end these characters' arc, their story. Just to see the final, I guess, version of Bruce Wayne as the Batman. Well, as Batman. Okay, so yeah, Riddler, he does have all the questions marks like on his suit, and he has like the glasses, the hat, and everything. So this is basically full blown Riddler. We just need that extra touch to him, which is all, which is all the traps, the riddles, and all that. Like I said, throughout probably these 5 seasons, they've been building his character and making him slowly go insane. Are the Gotham City Sirens still a thing in the show? Because season 5, I don't think you haven't seen them. I think I was only for like season 4, I think. Really liking the direction of this episode. Because it seems like it's just getting more intense and intense as it goes along. Like I just found the bomb underneath the table. I just up to that part now. They also just found out that freaking Cobblepot is not behind all of this. And it's just characters that this show has just left out, which is very disappointing. Like they made like one episode on the Red Hood gang, and then where are they? And same with like Killer Croc and all like those types of villains are just left like in the background. They've been there for like one episode and then in the background for like the rest. The old bomb trick. Nice time. 0.01 second. That was actually intense. Nothing really getting to. So there's an old clock tower and a new one. What's the difference? What's the big deal here? I still have not seen the episode 12. I mean 11. I don't think I've seen that. How did he know that there was a wire on him? So far, Cameron Monaghan has knocked it out the park as Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, like, of course, there are going to be spoilers in there, so I'm just kind of telling you as it goes along. So yeah, spoilers, of course, I'll be putting a spoiler at the beginning of the video. So yeah, you're fine, I guess. So Jeremiah has been behind of this. He's the one who set the bomb. He's the one who did all of that. Riddler had nothing to do with it. Penguin had nothing to do with it. I think they're actually teaming up with Jeremiah. So I really like the use of Batman actually in this episode, because Batman he's just kind of he's there and he just don't really see him. So it's really building to that final shot of the season, which will really sum up everything, you know. Hey, it's Don't Fear the Reaper. Great song. This is a great song. Probably one of my favorites. Surprise attack. Nice. There's the Joker's purple suit. Him in all the white makeup and all that. Nice. So that must be his. That must be his final form. The whole scarred face, the purple suit, the green pants, and just the whole and just the pushed in, just makeup face. This must be the final form of the Joker. I wonder if he actually makes a name for himself. Because in the comics, from memory, the way Joker spread fear is by spreading the word the Joker to the city. So it's that scene right there. Actually, the Joker killing Echo. That scene, that would have been a hell of a surprise for me, but until some asshole on social media spoiled it for me. And I that's one thing I hate about this like social media is it should be at least non-spoiler for at least 24 hours, and then spoilers should be able to get uploaded. It should not be like from the moment it premieres, it's like a spoiler, like, and say like Jeremiah is the Joker, and Jeremiah killed Echo and all that. I hate that kind of stuff when people do that. But so yeah, social media is a bad place for spoilers. Is this going how I actually think it's gonna go? Is the whole Yeah, it is, I think, is Jim versus Joker in Ace Chemicals, the place where he was born, the birth of the Joker. And that must be his daughter. Could be the same. That could be a really great scene, but uh, Jeremiah, he had to carry on and say, let's say you call me Josh, Jacob, Joseph, Jay. It's just like he gives all those random names, and Jim asks him, well, what do I call you? And he's like, he goes through all those random names, he doesn't say, put it on with something with a touch on it, like for example, the Joker. Like, that could have been a really great scene. That could have been like the iconic, really birth of the Joker's name. It could have left that mark on this final episode. Like, so I don't hate this episode. I don't hate the scene. I think it's a really great scene. It's just like it's a sacrifice scene. It's like Jim, he has to do the right thing here, or he loses his daughter. Could this be? This episode just keeps getting better and better. I think Batman just here. I think he just threw the batarang at Jemi's hand when he was about to shoot Jim. Could this be the iconic Batman versus Joker scene that's just so memorable and so rare in the comics? Right in the headshot. Oh man, that was right in the headshot. He got one right in the hand as well. He got like a visible look at the batarang. Oh man, yes, yeah, that is a great scene, great classic scene right there, and it's still building the suspense on the Batman character. Really like it. Okay, okay, so Jim hasn't exactly met this figure in the night yet. This Batman guy. He looks like he hasn't even met him yet. Okay, so I'm guessing Jim does not know Bruce is Batman. And looks like, yeah, Jim has a whole, grey coat going on now. Like he does in the comics and the games and all that. Looks like he has the grey coat. I'm not sure if to do like a season 5 review or just do like give my thoughts in this, you watch it with me. Oh, you can see Batman, he's just blurred in the background. I just want to see our pure, clear look at him in the suit and all that. This is not like the finished product suit of it, but because as the games belong, he has like the pointy ears and all that, and all that being made up of that Batman suit. So I'm curious on what these suits look like as for the Gotham. Okay, so we just heard him speak for the first time. Sounds like David Mazouz, but more like adult version of it. It sounds like more rougher and more, it's more, I guess, yeah, adult voice. I can't say it any better. Nice Batman technique, just the disappear out of nowhere scene. Okay, so this is kind of like the birth on how with the Penguin Joker start to really hate the Batman. So this is the birth of a lot of cool things here. They've been building to this moment for 5 whole seasons. We've seen the beginning of Bruce Wayne, we've seen him go through his training stages, and now this is him in the cowl and all that, and we're about to see that right here. Alright, I'm prepared. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, that's at the point of years. We still don't have our clear look, but hopefully we do before this episode does end. Because it's been building that suspense for this entire episode. Now, this is the moment right here. Come on, let's go. Let's go, baby. There it is. There's our first look. Okay. Oh, yeah, so they did that bug at the end there. Okay. So that's Gotham. That's the end of Gotham, officially. No more episodes, no more seasons. Alright, so Gotham Season 5, Episode 12. Like I said, I won't be over editing this video. I don't think I'll really edit it at all. I might just go in and do a couple of cuts, but I won't overload it with just quick cut scenes and all that. But yeah, there's so many things. This is the birth of a lot of cool things here. First off, it's the birth on how Riddler, Penguin, and Joker have came to hate Batman so much in the comics. Is because like I said, that they keep on getting away, Batman keeps on capturing them. So this is kind of the birth of that, along with the birth of the Batman. So I want to talk about that final scene for sure, and then I'll move over to the Joker, because he has a lot of great scenes in this episode. Okay, so my thoughts on the cowl. I like it. He has the pointy ears, he has the cape and all that. That's with the Batman figure, you kind of come used to that with the Batman comics. It looks good just for a TV budget. I feel like if I had a movie budget with this, I feel like this could have been way better. But it's a great scene and just a great beginning for what the cowl will be in a few years. I feel like there will be another show. It will be a continuation of this show called Batman. It will be just dedicated to him for his first 5 years in crime in the cowl, fighting Joker, Penguin, and Riddler. I can just see that happening, and then renewing his show and just titling it Batman, just dedicated to him in his fighting crime years. I can kind of see that happening in a year or two. But yeah, like I said, I think the cowl for TV budget looks fine. It has the pointy ears. It has everything that the Batman suit is made up of. So yeah, I like the suit. And now Joker. Like I said, he has all the makeup on. He has the purple suit. We didn't get to hear him laugh in this episode, but we do get the fabulous scene in Ace Chemicals where Batman throws a batarang into his hand, and it's a headshot. So it gets him right in the head, that is so savage right there of Batman to do. It's headshots. I guess that's kind of the beginning of the whole Joker really, really hating Batman, is because he just keeps on killing him, and he just does not want to give up. He just keeps on coming back to life, and he just does not want to die. So I suppose that builds a whole chemistry on why Joker hates Batman so much. So I can kind of see that, but yeah. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite scenes in this. We get to see the final version of Catwoman, in the black suit and all that. So yeah, we get to see that. But yeah, we get to see the final version of a lot of these characters, and this is the end of characters' arc. And I thought they sent a Joker's character out in a good way. He's not dead, because like I said, in the comics movies, he's still alive 100 years later in the comics. So he's not dead. But you really like it. We see Gordon in his grey suit, so that's good. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good things in this episode. It's it's a very fast-paced episode, I can say that. But yeah, like the reason why, because on my other channel, like I reviewed all these Gotham episodes, like one by one, and I planned to review season 5 as a whole, and I don't know, I might still do that. I did just really give my thoughts throughout, well, as I was watching the episode, on just on what they could improve and what I thought on all 5 seasons as a whole. So I don't know, might still do that. There's I feel like I still have not seen episode 11, so and I might watch that just to see. I don't know if I have seen it or not. But yeah, there's, like I said, this season has been filled with a lot of goodies for us hardcore Batman fans and us hardcore DC fans. But yeah, what else is there to say? Like, Jeremiah, I thought he was used very great in that, and there's a great build up. Basically, when you see him, he's basically pure, Jeremiah. I mean Jacob. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, that's you watch it with me and my thoughts on this episode. I think it's a great conclusion, I feel like payoff. Like I said, there's, I think, things that they definitely could have improved, but you really get a hint of what these characters hate Batman the way they do, and you get the final version of them all, man. And and like I said, this is still like the early stages of their characters still at what they do really become in the comics and all that. Like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's you watch it with me. Like I said, I haven't done one of these in ages, and I cannot keep on doing these, but I know, like, these types of videos got, like, my Batman Ninja one has 2.2k reviews on, and that's my first video that has hit, like, 2.2k views. So yeah, really appreciate, actually it's a 2.2 million views. I don't know exactly, but anyways, guys, yeah, let me know down in the comments, what did you all think of Gotham Season 5, Episode 12, and what did you think of Season 5 as a whole? I know I have a lot of Gotham fans following me, so yeah, don't be afraid to pop down to the comment section and let me know, what are your thoughts on Gotham as a whole and all these 5 seasons and just Season 5, and what do you think of the conclusion? What do you think of Joker in this episode? Just answer me all those questions down in the comment section down below. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next You Watch It With Me.